Good day to you all, and thank you for allowing me to be here today and to speak to you all, even if it is just virtually. I want to thank the Kyiv Security Forum for the opportunity, and I'm really looking forward today to talking to the youth that are associated with the program. The representatives from so many places in your country, and as I hear representatives from Georgia, Moldova, possibly, it makes it a very special occasion, and it increases the value of the opportunity that we have today. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the renewed Ukraine independence, and I know you will appreciate that you have so much to celebrate. Every day I think of the brave young men and women who serve in your military services and who defend your country every day at the line of contact with Russia and the East. And I think of the sacrifices already that have been made by your forces and by the people of the region. And I keep you in my mind as you continue your struggle to regain all of your nation from the oppressors. We in NATO have long looked forward to you all becoming a part of our alliance, and we support your decision and your sovereignty in these discussions. We believe that you should be able to choose where you and how you affiliate with the exterior world. And we don't support the veto of forces, exterior forces on your soil. I celebrate with you daily the changes that Ukraine is making, the movement towards the standards of NATO and the West, the way that you are approaching the changes that need to be made. Yes, there is more work to be done. Yes, there are some stumbles, but the progress is steady, and we celebrate that progress with you. I personally support that as you continue to progress towards the changes and reforms that need to be made in your country, that our promise to you of bringing a plan for your ultimate accession into NATO should go forward. So I encourage you, I ask you to do your part to continue focusing on those changes and those reforms and make them permanent. Bring this change that is so looked forward to by the West to your country. We all look at what's going on in your East and in the occupied Crimea, and we are hopeful that in the future that these lands will be returned to Ukraine as they should be, and that the sovereign borders of Ukraine will once again be respected by all in the exterior world. Just as we stood by our Baltic brothers and sisters for so many years and refused to accept or acknowledge the occupation by the Russian forces, we stand now with you in Ukraine and refuse to accept the occupation forces in Crimea. Ultimately, democracy and the words and will of the Ukraine people should drive what happens in your great country and in its future. We remember what the world calls Maidan, and I believe you call the Revolution of Dignity. We remember what your people stood for that day and the lives that were lost on that hill. And we remember what that whole movement meant to your nation. I remember seeing bridges painted in those wonderful colors of your flag and the explosion of your own identity as I visited many times during my time as the Supreme Allied Commander Europe. And I stand with you and the Ukrainian people as you continue your journey into a new type of democracy, and as you continue your journey towards whatever destiny you choose, should that be the West and NATO or otherwise, this is about your choices and what you want to do. And we're happy to stand with you as you move forward in this. So, you have some time here to consider some pretty interesting subjects and to talk about those things that mean something to you. And I celebrate that with you. I thank you for the opportunity to talk, and I wish you the very best in your conference and in your future as a nation. Thank you.